everyone, the honorable judges, and all of the faithful friends of Jesus Christ. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Ivan Cornelius Saputra from Xaverius High School, Palembang. Today, I would like to bring you a story. Do you know what is it? Today, I would like to bring you a story about the wise ruling, that taken from the 1 Kings chapter 3 verses 16 to 28. This is the story of Solomon's wisdom in making decisions and finding out who the real mother of the baby was. One day, there were two prostitutes that came to Solomon to solve the problem. They both confessed that they were the mother of this baby. At that moment, the first woman told to Solomon what just happened. And then she said, "My Lord King, this woman and I dwell within the same house. I was delivered for a child. On the third day after I was delivered, she was delivered also. In the night, her child was tied because she lay upon it. Wherefore, she removed my son from beside me when I slept and laid her dead child against my bosom." And the second woman disagreed and said that she was lying. And the first woman continued and said, "I don't lie. When I rose in the morning to nurse my child, he was dead." And the second woman interrupted and said, "Not Solomon." And the first woman continued and said, "The truth, Lord King. When I looked the child in my arms, I knew it was not the child that I did bear." And then King Solomon immediately got up from his throne when they all bickered. And the first woman said, "The living child is mine, and the dead is yours." But the second woman said, "The dead is yours, and the living mine." And then, once again, King Solomon immediately got up from his throne and ordered his soldier to bring the infant forward. And King Solomon ordered his soldier, "Soldier, bring the infant forward and show him to me." And then, in order to know who the real mother of the baby was, King Solomon immediately ordered his soldier and said, "Daughter Josiah, divide this child into two parts. Give half to the one woman and half to the other." And then, when the soldier pulled out his sword, the first woman immediately blocked the soldier. And then, while crying, she said, "Oh, no, if it must be, give this child to her that may be slain." But the second woman said, "No, divide it. It should be neither hers nor mine." And then King Solomon immediately took the baby and handed it to the first woman and said, "Take your son, mother. He is surely yours." And then the first woman was very grateful and said, "Oh, may the Lord God Jehovah praise and bless you." And then King Solomon replied to the woman, "You have surrendered him to another than to be seem harmed. And for this woman, take this woman's hands and administer to her punishment to fit her perjury. And once again, King Solomon reaffirms his people and said, whatever wisdom has been given me was all for the benefit of my people. And the real wisdom lies in the ability to decide between the true and the false. When all the Israel heard the verdict that the king had given, they held the king in awe because they saw that the king had the wisdom from God to administer justice. My beloved friends of Jesus Christ, from that story, what we can learn and what is the moral use of that story? Solomon's wisdom exposed the coldness of the human heart that was in chains. Wisdom speaks of an ongoing relationship between us and God. Wisdom also speaks of the sensitivity to hear God's voice and willing to be guided by the Holy Spirit. Not only rely on our